Hey YouTube, in this video I want to talk to you about the Jarosz Knives Mini style of knives. So we have here three examples of his mini series of fixed blades. Each one is a first of its kind. So we'll start at this one, which is I think that's one of the first two he ever did. You can see that there's no logo on the knife. It's a tanto with a hollow grind on the longer portion of the knife, and then the tip is flat ground and has a secondary bevel, and it has a very obtuse front angle on that, almost like a Strider tanto. But this is really cool just because it's like an early piece. You can actually see some of the imperfections in the hole drilling. And then he just did this right after heat treat. So these marks are, I guess, from the heat treating process. What's nice about all of these knives is their size. As you can see, they fit in the hand. Well, the whole knife fits in the hand, but it's very comfortable. These two finger choils fold nicely into your index and middle finger, and the lanyard falls right behind your pinky, and it gives you actually a really nice grip, a lot better than you would expect for such a small knife. And then the next one in chronological order is actually this one. So obviously this is a drop point, and this is another first, and this was in the first batch of knives that he did with the DLC coating, which is what we see here. And this is one of his first logos. Just says his name, Jarosz Knives, or Jarosz, on here. Again, hollow ground. And actually, both of these have swedges as well. We can see there. And this was my daily carry for a long time, months. As a backup knife, really, I'll keep it in the coin pocket, or like the pocket watch pocket of my jeans. And actually, seen a lot of use because of that. And I guess we'll get to the philosophy or the purpose for these knives in a little bit, but let me show you the next one first. As you can see, this is DLC coated, and the fit and finish got better with these next run. The models that he offers are tanto and drop point, tanto and drop point, 3/4 hollow grind or full flat grind. I prefer the 3/4 grinds. I think they're aesthetically more pleasing and just as functional as the full flat grinds. And then the next one is the one that I just got most recently, and I think it was also produced last. And it is a acid etch mini tanto with 3/4 grind, hollow grind, and I think it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that leading edge, or this edge up here, is 0 ground, which is pretty cool. And it looks like it's polished too, which is neat. And of course it has this cool black and silver look. And all of these knives are very sharp. Jesse is a great grinder. He's only been in the business for, gosh, I don't even know, a year and a half, 2 years maybe, but his grinding skills are superb. And this knife is just really cool. It's without having the lanyard, it's just all right. I bought these. I bought both of these, and then Jesse gave me this one as a gift. Because I was actually sick for quite some time, but so he gave me this as a gift, as a get well gift. But this one didn't come with a lanyard, and these two did. So I'm going to throw a lanyard on this one eventually, and it really does make quite a bit of difference. I mean, you're really holding on with 3 fingers here, whereas this one you really do have all 5 fingers locked in, and it doesn't seem like much. You might, if you haven't handled a small knife with a lanyard like this before, you might not believe it, but it really does make quite a big difference. So yeah, it's a cool little feature. Besides collecting, which clearly I have a nice little mini collection of minis, what do I foresee them being used as? Well, they're cool little desk knives. If that's what all you use them for, is, you know, just keep them next to your desk, open packages, open mail, you know, cut up some fruit if you're at work, or if you're at home. Secondly, as a sheeple-friendly knife, they come with Kydex sheaths. Is this the right sheath for this one? Yes, it is. They come with nice little sheaths, so it's a small package. His newer ones have a flat on one side and raised on the other, whereas, oh, actually this one is flat on this side. Sorry, I made a mistake. They all are flat on one side. As you can see, this one has a hole drilled in it in case, you know, you get water in it. This one is lacking a hole. But you can tie them up for make a neck knife out of them. Just you know, throw some paracord or like a bead chain through these holes. Like I said, I carried it in my jeans as a kind of like a secondary knife or a sheeple-friendly knife in my watch pocket, and I got a lot of use out of that, because my primary knife, as you would probably guess, is an Emerson, and they can frequently be maybe scary to some people who are not knife enthusiasts like we are. And most people, actually a lot of people who have seen this knife who are not knife enthusiasts, they think it's really cool, and they think it's actually kind of cute. I've had a lot of compliments on it. Knife enthusiasts are also very interested in it, just because it's a rather unique kind of knife. It's a nice size, and like I said, it's perfect for a neck knife carry, or just you know, carry deep in your pocket. I've cut quite a bit of cardboard with this, just to see, as a kind of a favor to Jesse, to test it and see if how comfortable it is, and it's actually quite comfortable. And I probably wouldn't use it as a primary knife, but I guess if you wanted to, you definitely could. It does. Jesse's knives are super sharp, and it's a very comfortable design. Let's look at the tips on these. You can see the stock is quite thick, which is good for, you know, putting pressure on your thumb. It's spread over a large area, so you're not digging it doesn't hurt your thumb. And the tip is sharp enough to you know, penetrate those plastic blister packs, which are just annoying. And the tips on the Tontos are pretty strong. Actually, I need to tell Jesse that one is a little bit asymmetric. I didn't notice that before. And this one's a little bit off. That one's pretty good. But yeah, the tips on the Tontos are very strong and less precise. They're less acute, I guess, than the drop points, just because of the swedge and the way the design is. But I think all of his minis are just like really cool knives. And like I said, if you have like maybe a large Sabenza, or like a full-size military, or maybe a CQC8 or something, it's not the kind of knife that you would just want to whip out to maybe open a letter, or, you know, I don't know, cut up an apple or something. But these knives will definitely get the job done as far as that task, and really most any task you probably would likely need it to do. So I guess that's about it. As always, if there's any questions or comments, please leave them. I'll put a link to Jesse's YouTube channel in the description down there. Yeah, I guess that's it. As always, be dressed to play and geared to slaughter. See ya, YouTube.